So I grew up in El Paso, Texas, and growing up I didn't get many chances to travel outside the Sun City. One of the first trips I remember ever having or taking was in sixth grade for orchestra. I used to play the violin. I was first or second chair. I wasn't bad at all. And we were on a trip to San Antonio. It was about fall, if I remember correctly, and the best section of the orchestra was taking this trip. We took a bus to San Antonio in one of the most exciting experiences I had had up until that point. I had no idea what the rest of Texas was like. I had never been out, and just the experience itself was already exhilarating. Our itinerary had a bunch of interesting things. We were set to go to Six Flags and set to go to Schlitterbahn and to Hard Rock Cafe, River Walk, all those touristy places, of which Schlitterbahn was, I think, top of my list. One being from a desert, being from a desert region, the idea of a huge pool in itself sounded pretty awesome. Not to mention just how cool in general the different slides were. So I was having a good time in San Antonio once we had gotten there, and but the anticipation for actually being in Schlitterbahn and going through the rides was still at the forefront of my mind. Finally, the day came when we headed out to the park. I remember it was the day after we actually performed, and during the performance, I just wanted to get over with. I just wanted to head over to Schlitterbahn, and so by the time we got to the gate, it was actually early in the morning before there was anybody there. So the park was ours. We were set. We were having so much fun. I was at this point this chubby little orchestra nerd running towards the park with just elated and with nothing but joy in my eyes. And so we go through the first ride. That's one of the best experiences I've ever had. And I remember just enjoying it so much in such a simplistic way that I don't know. It was just a good experience. Get on my next one to go wakeboarding. I had been wanting to do that for a while. So I got on and started. Well, I was waiting in line actually for a while before I was able to get on, and I just noticed some guys that were killing it. Some people were staying on the wake for 5 to 10 seconds, which is a lot of time. And so by the time I got on, I was confident I was going to be able to do the same. But as soon as that happened, so when I got on, bailed instantly, just washed off, and just headed down the river. By the time I got out, I realized I'd lost my glasses inside the river. Ended up spending the rest of the day looking for my glasses. This chubby little nerdy kid looking for his glasses, and his day is ruined. It was terrible. It was a terrible trip.